We've talked about how some power generation is centralized, like Bonneville Dam, and some power generation is distributed. It's on the customer's side of the utility meter. Next week, we will spend a day talking about distributed power. Here is a list of some of the kinds of power generation sources that can be used for distributed power. Probably the most well-known is solar panels. We'll also focus on combined heat and power and several other sources that can be distributed. These distributed systems can be owned by independent producers or customers, and they can be owned by utilities. And then there's sort of an intermediate version called the community solar that is becoming increasingly popular, where people, ordinary homeowners, go in together on a solar farm that they manage sort of centrally, but it's independent from the utility. We've already talked about the U.S. laws that allow net metering. Here they are again, just to review. I want to show you two energy agencies that give us data about energy sources, energy consumption, emissions from energy. One of them is a U.S. agency and one is an international agency. This is the U.S. and let me just say that both of them formed after the oil crisis of 1973. So this is the U.S. agency. It's a subdivision of the U.S. Department of Energy, EIA, the Energy Information Administration. Here's its website. And the EIA publishes a massive report every year called the International Energy Outlook. Because it's from the federal government, it's totally free. You can download it anytime you want to, and you can download smaller subsections of it anytime you want to. If you are doing a report sometime on anything related to energy or emissions, and you would like some good-looking graphs, go to the EIA website and you'll find just a vast number of graphs, way more than you want, but it's easy to, not easy, you can pick out precisely the kind of data you need in a certain graph. So that's the EIA, that's a U.S. agency. This is an international agency, the IEA. It also was formed at the end of the oil crisis. At the end of the oil crisis, a group of countries called the OECD came together. These are democratic countries, so they're not they're not tyrannies. And the organization is called Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. And they have this sub-agency which researches energy and emissions, and it's called the IEA, International Energy Agency. It gives advice to all its member countries. It too produces an annual massive report. It's called the World Energy Outlook. And this report also is free. You can go download the whole report or any part of it you want, and all these wonderful colored graphics are available for free also. So here they are side by side, or one above the other. At the top, there is the EIA, the U.S. agency, and at the bottom is the IEA, the international agency. So those are the two primary energy agencies from which we get very robust evidence-based data. Finally, this is more just an FYI for your information. Here are a few other agencies that relate to energy, and I stick them in here for you just because they relate to energy. These are not the big ones that we're looking at, EIA and IEA, but you might want to know about them. They have a lot of information also.